So Jacinda is on her way to, where is she going? Austin, Texas for a Facebook conference today. So we are taking over live for her. And we are going to talk about different things that you can do on day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all of those extra days that we're getting to like not have to wash, but you still kind of want to do something different sometimes, rather than just wearing your hair down and curly. I'm on day 7 right now. What day are you on?
I'm on 5.
So we're both pretty well into our week of not hair washing. But I haven't really done anything to my hair. I've just brushed it a couple times. Pretty much every morning I brush it, and I haven't really done much to it since. So I would probably add in a couple pickup curls and then maybe throw in a couple hair accessories. So we brought some accessories, and we'll just show you kind of what we could possibly do throughout the rest of the week. Do you do anything like in your routine, or is it pretty much you curl and then just leave it, or how do you typically wear your hair all week?
So I like to wear my hair straight a little bit, and so I straightened my hair 5 days ago, and so I'll probably throw in just a little bit of curls. I think I'll still do kind of like a lower bun. That's kind of what I've been liking lately, but also probably add like in a couple curls to give me some more like lift and volume and like some better face framing pieces, and then I'll probably throw in a hair accessory too, and then probably like some big time or selfie time, that kind of stuff.
Cool.
So yeah.
So I'm going to start by doing pickup curls. Is that what you're doing too?
Sure.
So I'm putting my temperature to 375, and pickup curls are basically just adding in curl from like the root to where your first curl starts. So my hair is really lacking curl in this section, so that's where I want to see more. I'm pretty much okay with how everything looks down here. I might break it up just a little bit by changing up one of these curls, because right now they're all hitting in the exact same spot, and that's just kind of how my hair kind of falls by day 7. So on day 7, if I'm feeling confident enough to keep washing my hair, keep going without washing my hair, then pickup curls is what I'll typically do. I'll start in the back, and I really just pull random pieces. There's not really too much rhyme to my reason as far as which hairs I do curl, other than just some that may look lower than the others. So I'm going to take it out right whenever I get into that next curl there, and then you can just see my hair is really dark up here, so it might be a little hard to tell, but there's curl living in that spot right there now.
And they want to know, Sarah wants to know, are you on day 7 now? Right now, Savannah?
I am. Right now.
Right now, Sarah.
Right now I'm on day 7.
Wow.
I can tell that I'm on day 7 because I feel like my hair looks a lot darker up here the further that I go. Whenever I wash, it does have a little bit more lift and a little bit lighter feel up here. But I just don't really like having to wash my hair very frequently, so I'll probably wash my hair tomorrow, right before the weekend.
How do I go about training my hair to last longer in between the washes?
So something that's actually kind of what we're doing right now is showing you different things that we do to prolong our wash. Starting off kind of slow and not pushing yourself too hard is something that we've always recommended. What you can do is just whenever you switch to a shampoo and conditioner that are really good for like prolonging your wash, not all shampoo and conditioners are made the same. So some of them aren't going to allow you to go as long as others. It just depends on how heavy they are. But our shampoo and conditioner, I can get usually up to about 10 days. I think Jacinda's gone like 18 days or something. But yeah, so basically just making sure that you're not pushing yourself too hard to where you're just feeling like kind of gross or whatever. So what I like to recommend is starting off by washing every other day. And then just once your hair gets used to that and you feel comfortable, then you can start to go every 2 days, every 3 days. It usually takes, it's different for every hair type, but for me, I feel like it took about 2 weeks for my hair to be able to go another day further. How did you feel about your hair?
I would say about the same kind of time. Mine's finer. So it was mine gets like oily a little bit faster just because it is more on the fine side. But I would say like overall the process of getting my hair to last like about 5 days, 5 to 6 was like a month.
And do you guys actually curl your hair, they're asking, every day when you go, 5 to 7 days?
No, so this is my first time picking up my curls after curling it for the first time. I think I curled my hair for the first time 2 or 3 days after I washed it. And then, yeah, so that was, what, 3 days ago? Or 4 days ago?
Yes.
Yeah, so I haven't touched it since other than just brushing. So a trick that Jacinda recently showed me was that you can actually use Upstaged on dry hair as kind of like a finishing spray or as a refresh spray. But typically, whenever I'm using Upstaged, I'm using it on damp hair as my thermal protectant. But it does also work really well. It has so many different properties in it. So if you're looking for like just a refresh or something, I actually am probably gonna go ahead and spray it in my hair right now since I just did all my pickup curls. So this is Upstaged.
Yeah, just kind of what I'm doing. I just curled kind of the front pieces and then kind of a couple bigger ones like on the top layer. Since I am gonna put it in a ponytail, it was not necessary to curl the whole thing. And then
That's a good trick for people who are trying to avoid putting heat on their hair every day too. It's just curling kind of the top pieces and leaving the rest straight. If you look at my underneath pieces, these are like barely curled. I don't think I even really touched them that much.
yeah, and you can see it just gave me a little more like texture and more volume up here. Yeah, and I didn't have to touch the bottom, so that's a nice like quick trick too to help give you a little more something up here. So.
Yeah, that looks really cute. I think getting those face frame pieces is really important for your style.
Yeah.
They want to know, how do you keep the curls without touching them up?
Just the TYME Iron. I'm able to, I mean, my curls didn't look bad today. I just wanted them a little bit higher than they were, but I can kind of rock my TYME Iron curls for usually up to about 7 days or so before I feel like I need to touch them up. Just depends on the style that you're going for though. If you like the more relaxed style, or if you want, you know, a lot of curl in your hair, you would maybe want to touch them up a little bit sooner, but yeah, just depends on your preference.
And how do you keep your hair smelling good for that long of time frame?
Honestly, I feel like the shampoo and conditioner make my hair smell kind of good the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten compliments on how my hair smells on day like 4 or 5 before, and I'm like, really, it still smells, but I'll take it.
And then our whole line, that's the same scent. So like if you're adding in some of this, like Big Time or Selfie Time or more Upstage, it just helps kind of give that refresh scent as well.
It is nice that they all kind of have that same smell. I'm probably gonna add a little Big Time into my hair too. So Big Time is our root lift powder, but I like to spray it through my mid shaft and ends as well, just because it helps texturize a little bit. So I'll just spray a little at the root.
And since it is a powder, it also works a little bit like a dry shampoo too. So that kind of helps on making your washes last longer as well.
Yeah, and this has the scent as well, so I just love that. I feel like usually volumizing powders don't have a scent to them. I love that this one has the scent.
Or at least not like a nice scent. It's like powdery, you know, like baby powder kind of smelling scent.
And then you're gonna put in a hair accessory?
I think so. I don't really have like a hair scarf, but I have this little scrunchy thing, and then you put this through, and I think I'm gonna like tie it a little bit, or actually I might just leave it down and just kind of. I lied. I might do one more.
Do you want to turn around while you do it?
Yeah.
No mirror, guys.
Right. So I just tied it once, like around the hair or the scrunchie. I already have a scrunchie in it. I could have used this one, but I'm just gonna do a couple. Yeah, I can't see what.
That's something that's super simple that just elevates the look a little bit.
Something, yeah.
So this is just like a little curly clip. That's fun.
Yeah, that's
Might as well
super
do
cute.
that.
I think that was like the one. Okay.
What the dry shampoo good for? Dry shampoo usually people use to extend their washes, but we try and avoid using dry shampoo since it can strip your hair. If it's natural oils, it's gonna kind of cause that cycle to happen more where you feel like you have to use more dry shampoo because your hair's overproducing oils. So I like to replace that with Big Time. It doesn't have the same properties of dry shampoo that do that, but it still adds volume and it helps soak up the oils a little bit. So it's a good little like medium.
Yeah. It gives you the texture and kind of like a little bit of grip to kind of keep that volume going throughout the day.
A couple people asked to see how to get volume at the top.
Well, I just did that earlier with my pickup curls. So you would just take like a couple smaller pieces right at the top and then just curl those so that they're just sticking out a little bit higher. And then I sprayed in Big Time. I'm sure that if you look at the beginning of the video, my hair probably looked a lot more flat than it does now.
Do you rotate sooner too if you're trying to get more volume up at the top or not necessarily?
So if you do your rotation where you want your curl to start. That's the best way to get curl up at the top. So if you wait to rotate until you're at the bottom, then you're only gonna get curl through your mid shaft and bottom. But if you rotate right away when you're curling, that's really how you get it super high up there. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.